In number 4, I'm going to start out by multiplying by 10 to get rid of the decimals. And once I have that done, I'm going to go ahead and divide by 3 because I see that each term has a factor of 3. So I can make my numbers a little smaller. You don't have to multiply by 10 to start out with. You don't have to simplify the numbers to start out with, but it does give you nicer numbers to work with. All right, so now that I'm here, I'm going to divide by the coefficient of x squared so that I can know what b and c are for my algorithm. And that's an important step. I actually messed this problem up the first time I worked it because I didn't multiply, or I didn't divide by that leading coefficient. And so I just got incorrect answers because my b and c were, I used -5 for b and -1 for c because I didn't divide by 4 to start out with. So if you don't divide by that leading coefficient, you'll just get wrong answers. So now we know what the average is. It's -b over 2. We know that to divide a fraction by 2, we multiply by 1/2. So that's how we get to 5/8. And then the average squared minus z squared is c. Add z squared to both sides. Add 1/4 to both sides. And then when I want to combine those fractions, so I'll change 1/4 into 64ths. I know 4 times 16 gives me 64. If I wasn't sure about that, I could just divide 64 by 4 and see what I get. It would come out to be 16. So we add those fractions together, and then we need to take the square root of both sides. I know the square root of 64 is 8, so I'll go ahead and make that simplification. And that gives me the two solutions: the average minus, or the average plus z, and the average minus z.